I think the conditions are good for me, especially when the sun's out, the court heats up a little bit. There's a good amount of jump on the court. This year it's a little bit slower than the previous years, but it allows me to take a few more swipes at a few shots, and I can do different things with my serve that allow me to get ahead in the point.
How confident were you going into the match?
Confident like each time when you step out there. I knew it was going to be difficult. I played him in Brisbane after I wasn't aware until they mentioned it today, but that he was a lucky loser, but he beat fairly handily Leonardo Mayer there. That was a tough match. Today I knew it was going to be tough. He's won his last 3 matches against good players. So I knew he had nothing to lose, and I had to be really disciplined with myself, and I'm happy that I was able to follow through.
And as you look ahead to the next round, obviously at this point you don't know who it is, but if you could look at each player individually?
Yeah, Gael, he's been playing well over the last couple of weeks. It's tough with him. You never really know what you're going to get. It's important to just focus on yourself and make sure you take care of your things and try to execute them well. And with Dominic, you can't give him too much time. He can do a lot of good things, get ahead in the point, and start to run you around a lot if he has time to get into a point and work it. So both of them, it's going to be important that I'm very strict with myself and on top of it from the first shot.
There was a point at it was 4-3 deuce point where you kind of gave him a steady diet of backhand slices. I'm just curious if that's something you're working with Fabrice on or something you had thought of before to work that shot in, seem to work really well.
Yeah, I just tried to. So many of the guys, young guys, just generation, even the generation that's been around for a while now, everybody moves extremely well laterally. Sometimes you can try to get glimpses of better looks by trying to bring them in a bit more, and I think that's what I was trying to do there, and something trying to incorporate more and more into my game.
With Fabrice?
Fabrice has put quite a bit of attention on it. Sometimes I do it too much, but it's a good sort of option to have to incorporate.
You said that you complained about, you weren't very happy about your serve. Today it was a different match, and the forehand too. Do you think you played close to your best tennis today?
I did a lot of things well. I didn't serve well, I don't think, today. I don't think I was above. I was just above 50%. But even when I was hitting the spots, I wasn't hitting them that well. It's something that I'm going to spend a little bit more time on tomorrow. I think that can get better, but there's other things I'm doing well, for sure. As soon as I had a chance on the first forehand, I was able to find my way to be the one dictating the point. And, I put a lot of returns in, gave myself a chance there, and as soon as I had the first look to get ahead, I was pretty efficient at that.
You've probably spoken about this before, but if you could comment on it again, that'd be great. Working with Fabrice, such a different player from you, but so experienced, so magical on the court. Just talk about the experience, what he brings. And does some of his shot making ever sort of blow your mind?
Yeah, we practice together every day. You can see how effortlessly he can do a lot of things. A lot of things that sort of surprise you. He can't blow you off the court, but he can make you feel pretty bad out there with the different rotations of spin. But I think the most important thing where we really struck a note was that we are both very meticulous about how we go about things. We spent a lot of time throughout this week together and apart, watching matches over and over again. My matches, other matches, the guys I'm playing. Something that I've always been very keen on, and he approaches it the same way. So I think that kind of attention to detail can only be a good thing.
And is there any detail or two that he's focused on, movement, anticipation, strokes?
Just mixing up things, being a bit more unpredictable. We've only, had 4 practice days before my first round here. So his main focus was how to better use what I already do. We haven't had the chance to really incorporate anything new. Just his whole focus is try not to hit the same ball twice.
Next question, please.
Well, I've got another question along those lines. How can you compare? You worked with John McEnroe a good while ago. He was just so fantastic with this control of the ball, his finesse. How can you compare that with Fabrice, who has such a good touch?
You know, I think one thing that John could do, just because he had a little bit more ability to generate, I think he could dictate more. I think Fabrice was more dependent on how to throw off the other guy. John, if he could get ahead, I think he could, dictate more and play more on his terms. That's just the two of them playing, but they both have a very meticulous approach with me, and I think their thought lines across where my game needs to go is quite similar.
You said it wasn't your best serving day. Is it comforting sometimes to know that maybe your best tennis is still ahead of you as you get later into a tournament?
Yeah, and especially when it's something that I can fix. I know how to do that. You know, if you told me, hey, I'm really struggling with returns of serves, you know, I'm gonna have to listen to somebody else quite a bit and try to figure that out. But when it comes to the serve, it's not really something I discuss too often. I just go out there and I hit a bunch of them and I get into my rhythm. And you know, thankfully I have the day tomorrow to go through that process.
Last couple, please. Yep, back here.
How do you rate today's drop shots you made? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, there were important moments. You know, I tried to bring him in. You know, I think I had a pretty good success rate. I think I won all the points when I hit a successful short chip cross. So that is a very positive thing.
You've already done a lot in your career, but can you talk about what a Masters 1000 title would mean to you and where that would rank amongst your accomplishments?
You know, it would be there, I believe, parallel to the Wimbledon final, if not higher, just because it's going through a week with amongst the best players in the world without sort of ending with a loss. I think that's how, and it's not easy to do, especially not the ones at the beginning of the year. These two, because guys have a lot of time. Nobody's really rushing here. Guys can bring their best tennis because it's an extended tournament, so it's tough to do it here.
Last one. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So Carol will come forward for Radio Canada.